Welcome back to the Coca-Cola Halftime Report. It's time to go to Mike. He's going to talk to Rob Young, class of 14, Director of Intercultural Affairs here at Lafayette. Here's Mike.
Thanks, Gary. Joined by a special guest today, Lafayette grad Rob Young. Rob, great to have you here.
What's going on, man?
Appreciate it. Director of Intercultural Development here on the college. Tell me a little bit about that. What is that like up on campus and in today's world so large to be really conducive with the kids?
Yeah, so in the Office of Intercultural Development, we support so much. We have international students. We support gender and sexuality programming, culture and heritage identity work. We do trainings. We do workshops, advocacy, supports, and programming to support our students here on campus.
Well, just this past month, obviously celebrating Black History Month, you had a really special guest here for your event, obviously, and Ellie Simone Scott. Tell me a little bit about that. How was that interaction with the kids?
Yeah.
That must have been amazing.
Chef L is so dope. I mean, she came into the room and just literally magnified the space where, again, the conversation's elevated from talking about the kitchen to just navigating life journey. She really helped the students talk about what it means to have a mentor, and to pursuing those passions and those interests, and to ultimately giving out some books, signed copies, and ultimately we want to bring her back to the campus and maybe having some type of cooking competition with Bon Appetit. So super exciting, man.
That would be awesome. I read her bio, and she's gone through so much. Obviously, the downtime, the recession in 2008 brought herself back, built herself back up. The American Test Kitchen, just amazing. Yeah. And the kids' interaction, what was their reaction like to have her here?
It was a breath of fresh air because, again, with a lot of our cultural months and a lot of the programming, we wanted to bring in something that was refreshing to talk about the intersectionality of a person. But again, how does that life journey bring you to this point? And it's not where you start, it's where you are now and remembering what that is like. So I think students were just very excited to talk to somebody that wasn't necessarily a PhD or an expert into this. Right. But somebody that was coming into a space that wasn't the tradition of a Lafayette classroom, and how do we have this conversation? So students were very excited, and it was a joint venture between Lafayette and Lehigh. So it was also nice to bridge the gap between our rivals of that other place down the hill.
But that's always good. It's all for a good cause,
Exactly.
And that's amazing. Now, in your office, you obviously plan and implement so many programs on campus, for diversity and obviously inclusion and things like that. What are some of the things you have coming up that maybe we can look forward to?
Yeah, working on a lot of initiatives as we get ready for the spring semester. We're doing some more immersion and more interactive programming. We have opportunities to connect students with more community-based organizations with Bradbury Sullivan Center in Allentown. We're doing some more field trips to connect folks now that we're at the tail end of COVID, trying to connect more folks into doing field trips in New York City. We're doing more programs working with our Greek life community. We're having some programs coming up with student government and Student Leader Institute. So a lot of things in the works. And again, trying to also get ready for this warm weather coming up in the spring semester. So hopefully we can do some things outside with our athletic community. Yep. And again, how do we bridge that gap and get ready to just connect with one another, because we missed all those opportunities with COVID and not being able to connect with one another.
That was my next question. The segue is how much did COVID stifle that? And it's got to be so amazing. We don't have a mask on and we're talking. That's just step number one.
Yeah, but having such a residential community, we really missed having those interactions where we're in person. Yep. And so it was nice that we could leverage those virtual opportunities, but we're itching to get back. I mean, to think about it, this is our first spring semester all in person. That's true. So we missed that. So it's really nice to just get back into that groove. And so our office is ready for it. Students are ready for it. So we're excited to really get back into that groove. So we're really missing it, man.
Well, if your office brings the energy that you bring, it's going to be a success. Thank you so much for a couple minutes.
Go Leopards.
Go Leopards. And Gary, just an amazing thing here. Rob Young taking Lafayette where it belongs, back to the top. Back to you.
I like the sound of that, Michael, and certainly good to hear from Rob. We'll be back with second half action. Stay with us.